Hi, my name is Sherri, and welcome to Express Yoga Partners today. This is my sister Denise, and we're going to do partner yoga today. So this is about the second chakra, Svadhisthana. And this chakra is about relationships. So last week we talked about the first chakra being grounded and rooted, and today is about this wonderful chakra that's right below your belly button. It's the power of relationships. It means the dwelling place of the self. So one of these relationships is a relationship to ourselves, and it's where we, come into this place where we honor who we are, we honor the truth, satya. Finding that truth of who we are. And it's our source of creation, of creativity, and also that creativity goes into being playful. So to come to this place of lila, that means play or creativity in yoga. So thank you for being here, Denise, my sister.
Sherri. Excited to be here with my sister.
And also we have our shirts today. It says Yoga Day from a wonderful friend and student and soon-to-be yoga teacher, Dina. So let's go ahead and start. So at home, you're going to sit back to back. And this is about finding connection with this chakra. So right now, just find the breath, the prana, the life force. So inhale, breathe into each other, and exhale. And then again, inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. And then a little bit of movement. Inhale, bring your hands up. Find your partner, so just find their hand. Yeah, good. Inhale, lengthen the breath. And then exhale, lean over to one side. Let the hands touch the mat. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, lean over to the other side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to your heart in Anjali Mudra. So we'll turn and face the other way with our backs to each other, just so you'll get a different view. So again, I'm connecting to my sister. Connect to your loved one. Maybe cross the opposite leg in front, and you can always come into whatever seat is the most comfortable. So if the legs crossed bothers you, you can extend your legs out. Just stay connected to your partner. So I'm going to cross my legs into Indian style or Sukhasana. And we're going to come into a twist. So inhale, reach up. Good. And then I'm going to take my left hand to my right knee, my right hand to Denise's left knee. And then lengthen, inhale, exhale. And then inhale, stretch the breath up. Maybe just see if you can wiggle your fingers while you're up there. And then come to the other side, exhale. Stay connected to your partner, to your loved one, to your family member. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. There we go. You can do as many as you want. But we have 30 minutes, so we're just going to kind of keep it express. And then now to come up, bend your knees, ground into your feet. So this is where you support each other, okay? You're going to take your hands on your knees, walk your heels back, and find trust. So this is about finding trust, connecting with other people. So press into your hands. I'm pressing into my sister's back, and we're going to stand up. You ready, Denise? Inhale, lengthen, come all the way up. Awesome. Hands to your heart. Face your partners, if you'll face me, please. Good. All right. So we're going to hold on to each other's wrist. Feet are going to be about hip width apart. And we're going to sit down in like our yoga chair. So inhale here, exhale, sit. You just come to your edge. You can come super low, engaging those quadriceps. And then we'll move with the breath. Inhale, exhale. Sweet abode. So connecting to that second chakra, having playfulness, having fun, having creativity, but mainly that relationship to yourself. 2 more. Inhale, deepen the breath. Exhale, spread your toes, root and ground into your feet. Last one, inhale. Exhale, come back up. Good. Look at your partner, hands to your heart. Namaste. That just means you're honoring the divine light in each other. So now we'll just continue warming up by coming into a sun salutation with your partner. So hands to your heart. Bring your arms out. Turn the palms to face up. So just a gesture of receiving, like you're just drawing in that loving kindness. Reach the arms up, stretch up, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale, come into your forward fold. Slightly bend your knees if you need to. Ground your hands, walk back into plank, asana. So top of a push-up. You can bring your knees down if that's too much or keep them extended up, shoulders over the wrist. Feet about hip width apart. Inhale here, exhale, hinging from the hips, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. Bend one knee and then the other knee. Surya Namaskar. So we're continuing to honor that beautiful light. So the color of this chakra is orange, like the sunset. Lengthen both heels down. So we're going to do opposite legs. I'm going to inhale my left leg up. Denise is going to inhale her right leg up. We're going to bring it through into a lunge. Good. I'm going to bring my right hand to the inside of my right foot. Denise is bringing her left hand to the inside of her right foot. And we're just going to open up into a twist. And then now we're going to connect. And then we're going to come back down. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale, release up. Stay rooted and grounded, connect. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Connect. Release down. Step back into your plank asana. Pause here. Stay grounded and rooted, but find the fluidity. Come down to your knees. So a fluid motion. Inhale, sit bone, tailbone up. Exhale, round, press back into child's pose. And then with your next inhale, like a wave. So the element is water. Exhale, press back into child's pose. Now, you can come into your chaturanga. Denise is going to come into chaturanga and press back into child's pose. 1 more time. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale. So just find your edge, what works for you. Stay in child's pose just for a breath. Inhale, come back up. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. So again, we're going to come into the opposite legs. Inhale, I'm going to lift up my left leg. She's going to lift up her right leg. Good. And then bring it forward into that lunge, high lunge. Stay in the ball of your back foot. So I'm going to bring my right hand to the inside of my left foot. She's going to bring her left hand to the inside of her right foot. And we're going to come into that twist again. Good. Palms together. Is this the same leg? Well, this is the same leg. So let's go back down and playfully come in. Thank gosh, I have my sister. So inhale, bringing now the right foot forward, her left foot. Yay. Laugh, play, have fun. All right, so now we're going to still do the twist. I'm going to lift up my right hand. She's lifting up her left arm. And just like with connection, sometimes you can't always see, but you feel, I'm going to connect. And then release down. Inhale, release. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Smile. Have fun. Let go. Just accept who you are, where you are. All the imperfections. Come down to your knees. Chest, chin. Inhale into a cobra. So you can come into a low cobra, a medium cobra, a high cobra. Lift the heart up. Shoulders release down. Tuck your toes. Press back into child's pose. Inhale to all fours. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk to the center of your mat. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right. Hope everybody's doing well. So now we're going to stay connected. We're going to come into kind of a hip opener, a figure 4. And we're going to just do a little distance here. Yeah. Holding onto her shoulder. Feet are hip width apart, hand to your hip. And then you're going to sit down like we did a moment ago, like in that chair. And so I'm going to ground into my left foot. She's going to ground into her right foot and cross opposite ankle. We're going to support each other. And we're going to feel the opening in that hip. Extend your arm out, lift it up, cactus the arms. Good. Figure 4. And then come back up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Feet hip width apart. Good. Figure 4. So again, connecting. Seated, hand to the hip. I'm just going to lean into that right foot. She's leaning into her left foot. I'm going to cross the ankle over the knee, and I'm going to come down. I'm going to extend that arm from my hip. Cactus it. Good. All right, nice. So you're just feeling that sensation in your hip. This is about finding sensation, feelings in this chakra. And then release down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Now we're going to place our feet together, toes pointing forward. I'm going to turn my right toes out, her left toes out. And we're going to just come into triangle pose. So we're going to lean, take the hand down to the calf. I'm going to hold onto her hand and I'm just going to touch. So just like a modified triangle pose, lift my heart up. And then come back up. Good. Back to mountain pose. Let's stay together. Stay with your partner, mountain pose. Good. And then now we're going to switch. Just change sides. Good. And then turn the toes out. Little modified Trikonasana or triangle pose. So try is 3. Just honoring that body, mind, and spirit. Just lift the hand up. Look up. And then come back up. Step back together. Good. Hands to the heart. Very good. Thank you. All right. So let's just continue some more partner poses. So if you will come down to a seat, Denise, and we're going to do Supta Upavista Konasana. So that's like a seated wide leg forward fold. So, at home, you can always elevate your hips on a blanket. You can connect feet to feet. You can just hold onto the ankles. I mean, you know your loved one, so you know what they like or don't. If they don't like you touching their feet, just touch their ankles, all right? So just have fun. So we're going to hold on. We're going to support each other. We're going to elongate the spine. Inhale here. And then exhale, I'm going to fold. Denise is going to lean back. I'm just going to come to my edge. I'm going to hold it for 3. Deepening my breath. 2. And 1. And then I'm going to inhale, come up. Finding that trust. I'm going to lean back. And Denise is going to talk to me. You're going to talk to your partner and say, hey, do you need to go deeper?
This is good.
This is good. Okay. It's about communication. That's that second chakra, developing those relationships. Finding that trust. Inhale, come up. And then one more time. We'll just move with the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Always staying connected to that deep breath, that calming breath. Slowing it down. Last time. And then come back up. All right, thank you. So now we're going to do boat pose or buddy boat pose. So we're going to bring our feet together. And again, you're going to take your partner's hands or wrists. I've got a good grip to her hands. I'm going to place the balls of my feet together, okay? So we're going to just do it one leg at a time initially and then both. So you always have the option to do one at a time. So I'm going to press my right foot into her left foot, and we're going to lift the foot up and pause. So you can see the configuration here. I'm still connected with my left foot and her right foot. I'm still holding on. We're still creating that trust that we established a moment ago. And we're going to set it down. Inhale here, exhale, lift it up. Good. And then come back down. And then now we're going to try both. And then the other foot. So notice our knees are bent. Good. You can stay here. Or you can start straightening the legs. You can lean back. Open up your jaw, stick out your tongue, and roar like a lion. Simhasana. Satnam, I am the truth. Just communicating it with that fifth chakra. So I'm going to bring my right foot, her left foot down. Opposite. And then we're going to pause here. We're going to gaze at each other. And when we look at each other, we're going to see their soul. So the second chakra is about change, the water element, creativity. Change is with growth, the water. It helps things grow. But one thing that doesn't ever change is the soul, the Atman. So as you look at your partner, look at their soul. See that it doesn't change, that they are this divine, beautiful being. So we're going to do one more variation, just like we did the Supta Upavista Konasana. We're going to do that variation. You can always come back to any of these other variations. One foot up, the other foot up. So we're rooting into our sit bones. We're going to straighten our legs, and we're going to bring them out. Yes. And spontaneity for this chakra, as Denise is realizing and adding this pose. Good. And then come back. Keep the legs straight. Lift the heart up, extending through those hamstrings. And then one foot down at a time. The other foot. And then walk back. Stay connected to the feet. So we have a forward fold here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach. And then pull each other. Just a gentle pull. Again, the hips can be elevated. You can slightly bend your knees. It doesn't matter how far you go. It's about just releasing and letting go. And then inhale, come up. Hands to your heart. Again, that beautiful namaste. That means that the divine in me is honoring the divine in her. Okay, so let's come into Setu Bandhasana or bridge pose. So I'm going to show you two options. We're going to just do the regular one and how you can help your partner get into it with support. And then I will do the full wheel, Urdhva Dhanurasana. And if you want to go a little further. So always just come to your edge. So Denise, I'm going to have you face this way, please, and come to your back. So go over some rudiments here. So the feet are no more than hip width apart. The fingers are brushing the back of the heels. Very nice. And she's going to tuck her shoulders underneath her and lift her hips up, pressing into her feet. She's going to interlace her fingers. So your partner, your loved one can come to the outside of your partner's head. And I'm just going to place my hand underneath her heart center, slightly bend the knees and pull her towards me. So I'm just supporting underneath her heart center. And it's just like we do with this second chakra, like we do in life, we support each other. So I'm supporting her heart. Couple of more breaths. And then come back down. Good. Hug your knees into your chest. Good. Bring your arms out into a cactus position. Inhale here. Exhale both knees to the right. So this is a lovely opportunity here to, it's kind of like you're your own little yoga teacher. I'm going to place my hand on her hip and this shoulder, and then gently push this hand into the shoulder, push my hand into the hip. So I'm kind of pulling the hip towards me, pushing the shoulder gently down. Is that okay? Always talk to your partner, see what feels good.
Wonderful.
Good. And then she's going to come back up. Inhale, nice full deep inhale. Hug it in. Bring your forehead to your knees. So just curling again into that beautiful orange ball of light today. Exhale, both knees over to the left. All right. So you can kind of see from this angle how I'm lengthening, gentle. Doesn't have to be forced. Again, it's just the art of touching, connection. And then come back to center. One more squeeze here, forehead to the knees, and then release. All right, so now I'm going to show you a little bit different. If you want to come into it a little bit deeper, this is going to be Urdhva Dhanurasana, but I'm going to use Denise's ankles like maybe blocks. So I'm going to come onto my back. Setup is going to be the same. Hands tickle the back of the heels. And then I'm going to take Denise's ankles. Now you have the option to first, and watch her body mechanics, her knees are slightly bent, to first come up to the crown of the head. Got a ponytail, you might want to hold her, you might want to remove it. And then I'm going to press into full wheel, Urdhva Dhanurasana. She's supporting my back. I'm going to breathe here. My heart is going towards her. 3, 2, 1. To come out of it, chin to chest, slowly release down. Hug my knees into my chest. Cactus my arms. So if you want to come into a variation of this twist, you can extend the legs up. Inhale. Exhale, both knees over to the right. Look over the left shoulder. She's going to do that nice adjustment. And then inhale back to center. Extend the legs up. Exhale, bring them over to the other side. And then inhale back to center. This time I'm going to hug my legs like a seated forward fold, but with my back on the earth. And then I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to come back up. Thank you, Denise. And we're going to come back to how we started. So we're going to come on our backs. Good. And we're going to bring the soles of our feet together. So for Baddha Konasana. So continuing with opening up those hips. And we're going to do the same thing that we did, but without the arms. We're going to inhale, extend your arms up. And I'm going to come forward, and she's just going to lean onto my back. And I'm going to come to my edge. I might want to take her hands. Again, staying connected, rooting into the earth, opening up those hips. First, developing that relationship with yourself, that self-love. Inhale, come up. So we reach up, we lengthen the breath, and then exhale, Denise goes into her Baddha Konasana. So this is an opportunity, too, for me to open up my heart. So always staying connected to the heart. So let's take a few breaths here. And then now, inhale, come up. So we'll just move with the breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Last time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. And then come back up. Pause here for a moment in meditation. Stay connected to that second chakra. Stay connected to yourself. Sat Nam, you are the truth. And then now we're going to face the front. And we're going to set up for Shavasana. So, get close to your partner. Yep. And then before we come into Shavasana, we'll just cross our arms over, giving ourselves a hug. Yeah. And just connect to your partner. Just have fun. Yeah. And then, yeah, maybe see if you can knock your partner down here before we go into this relaxation. No longer the domineering big sister. All right, so now holding on, giving ourselves that self-love, but still staying connected to our partner. We're going to keep our heels grounded, and we're going to slowly lower down, lower down. Good. And then now we're going to extend our arms over our head. We're going to take our partner's hand, lengthen, and bring that arm out to the side. So we're making this connection to earth. We're making our connection to our second chakra. And then bring that arm back up, and then bring it over to your partner. Just connect here. Maybe at this point, tell your partner you love them. I love you, sister.
I love you, little sister.
Because if you remember from last week, when you let go of fear, all that's left is love. So we just have all this room now for love. Bring the arm out. And then now bring the hands down. Take your hand to your heart. And come into your Shavasana. Stay connected to your partner. Stay connected to yourself. Let go. Let the divine just release into the earth. Let Mother Earth support you. So begin to awaken your breath. And then just roll over to your right side. Just stretch both arms over your head or your left side, just wherever feels the most comfortable for you. Just find this place where you're honoring yourself, honoring this second chakra. So take this moment just to come into this concept of what is it like to really love yourself, to find that relationship with yourself. So I want to read this to you before you come out of your Shavasana. an interview with God. I dream I had an interview with God. So you would like to interview me, God asked. If you have the time, I said. God smiled. My time is eternity. What questions do you have in mind for me? What surprises you most about humankind? I asked. God answered that they get bored with childhood. They rush to grow up and then long to be children again. Playfulness, Lila. That they lose their health to make money and then lose their money to restore their health. That by thinking anxiously about the future, they forget the present, such that they live in neither the present nor the future. That they live as if they will never die and die as if they have never lived. God's hand took mine and we were silent for a while. And then I asked, as a parent, what are some of life's lessons you want your children to learn? God replied with a smile, to learn they cannot make anyone love them. What they can do is let themselves be loved. To learn that it is not good to compare themselves to others. To learn that a rich person is not one who has the most, but is one who needs the least. To learn that it only takes a few seconds to open profound wounds in persons we love, and it takes many years to heal them. To learn to forgive by practicing forgiveness. To learn that there are persons who love them dearly, but simply do not know how to express or show their feelings. To learn that two people can look at the same thing and see it differently. To learn that there's not always enough that they be forgiven by others, but they must forgive themselves. And to learn that I am always here, that I am here always. So slowly come up to a seated position and face your partner. So you're going to bring your hands into that beautiful namaste that we've been practicing. And as you look at your partner, you're going to recognize that the light of love and devotion shines brightly in them. You're going to look at your partner and you're going to realize that the light of understanding shines in their mind today. You're going to look at your partner and you're going to realize that the light of harmony glows in the homes today, in your partner's home, in your home. You're going to look at your partner and that this light of service is going to come forth from your hands to theirs, from their hands to yours. You're going to look at your partner and you're going to honor the light of peace, the light of love that is in their hearts and in your hearts. So as you look at your partner, really stare deeply in their eyes and see their souls. The eyes are the windows of the soul. And then bringing your hands to your third eye and extending that beautiful namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.
All right. Thank y'all for joining us. And at home, give your loved one a hug. Tell them you love them. The art of touch. I love you. Mwah. Mwah. Thank you. Thank you, Little Rock Athletic Club, for providing this opportunity. Namaste. Peace. All right. Don't forget to drink water. Very good for you. All right. Well, as we wait for this to quit rolling, let's just extend the hands out. Peace, the mudra of peace. And then back to our hearts. Just hold on to your partner's heart. And bow to yourself. Okay. Namaste. Laugh, part of the practice.
Have some fun.
Have some fun. With this extra 2 minutes, we could do the downward dog partner pose.
Okay.
All right, real quick, before it goes off, I'll do it on Denise, downward dog. All right, I'm gonna bring my hands to the outside of her feet. Ground my hands, foot to the back. And partner downward dog. To come out, 1 foot, other foot, and then come up. Namaste.
Namaste.